So then I'm really tired after all the work, and then I've ordered an Alfredo as well as a, what is it called, like a BBQ French fry, some sort of a dish that they have over here. And so again, the contents in a menu, this is such a requested video, guys. Like, there are so many people who wants to go to a cafe and then order a lot of fancy items, but then they have no idea on what to order. So I'm going to take you through the menu of a cafe today. So usually when you go to a cafe, the first thing that you need to do is about the cuisine. Now, what is a cuisine? Now, when you go to a cafe, cuisine is just like a category of food items that belongs to a region or a country or so. So then, in case if you're interested in Chinese cuisine, then you can go ahead and order something from a Chinese restaurant. So that is how you order food items according to your taste. And now again, when you open a menu, there are so many different courses in there. So the first course is usually appetizers or starters. Now, what are appetizers or starters? Again, appetizers and starters include items like appetizer salads, or starter soups, or even your French fries and onion rings and all that belongs to the starter or appetizer category. So this one over here, the meal that I've ordered, which is like a BBQ French fry meal, is actually a starter. It belongs to the appetizer category. And then moving on to the second category, which is the main course category, we have a lot of different variants even under that. So usually we have breakfast, we have brunch, we have lunch and dinner. So again, this pasta belongs to the which category? It belongs to the main course category. So pasta is usually pronounced by a lot of people as pasta. It's not pasta, the pronunciation is pasta. That is the pronunciation, okay? It's pasta. Even with pastas, the funny thing is that there are a lot of categories, and depending on the shape of the pasta, you have a lot of different names. I think over 600 different names for the different shapes that there are available. But then I'm just going to introduce you to 3 or 4 basic pasta shapes. So the first one is the cylindrical shape that you get. We have the pasta that we have in front in that cylindrical shape, and that's called penne. So the cylindrical shape is called penne, and in American English it's called penny. But I call it penne. And then we have the second one, which is it's like a curved cylinder, and that's called macaroni. And the third one is like the stick sort of pastas, and those are called spaghetti. And then we have the last one, which is I didn't mention the macaroni. We mentioned the penne. We mentioned this one as well, right? Spaghetti. And then we have one more. What was that? Lasagna. So I forgot about lasagna. So lasagna is like pasta in like a sheet form. Okay, again, it's not lasagne because the spelling looks like lasagne, but the pronunciation is lasagna. Okay, lasagna. And even with sauces, there are different sauces for pastas. So even with the sauces, the names can change. So 2 of the main sauces that we have is Alfredo as well as arrabbiata. Now, what is arrabbiata? Again, it is an Italian word. So the pronunciation, Italian pronunciation is with the R, the stress on the R. So it's arrabbiata. But if you want to go ahead and say it in the English version, you can just, ignore the stress on the R. So it's going to be arrabbiata. And then the one that we ordered is Alfredo. So Alfredo is like the one with white sauce, and arrabbiata is like a red sauce, usually a tomato flavored sauce. And and the next one is and then I forgot to mention about another sauce, which is bolognese. So bolognese is not bolognese or bolognese, it's actually bolognese, because I've actually heard people say bolognese instead of bolognese. And the spelling looks like bolognese, okay, but it's actually pronounced bolognese, okay, bolognese. And so we're done with the pasta discussion. Now, having such delicious food in front of me, I'm feeling extremely gluttonous, so I'm going to go ahead and have my food, and then we'll talk about things later on, about desserts and cold drinks. That's it. So let me have it.